Okay then, okay then, okay then. Today we've got a story. At first glance, I was like, huh? But reading into it a bit, I'm like, does it make sense? Does it not make sense? Mm, I'm not sure, but either way, let's get into this story right from the BBC. So, what does it say? Premium cars like BMW and Mercedes cut from the Motability scheme. Now, the Motability scheme, it's a good scheme to be fair. Like it helps disabled people get around from A to B, hospital appointments, going doing the shopping, stuff like that. So yeah, I understand the place for it in society. Like I do agree that it is something that we should provide. But I don't understand what this whole premium cars thing, like why are you targeting the premium cars? Like, because from my knowledge, it didn't affect the amount of like the same amount of disability benefit will go to the car no matter what car it is. So what's the problem with if a company like BMW wants to offer the scheme to the public, what's the problem with them doing that? I thought like it's a capitalist society. I thought that's what we live in. So why if a company is willing to offer a scheme just because it's classed as premium, why do you now feel like, yeah, no, let's take that away? Like, but let me read the story and let's see. Maybe I've got the wrong end of the stick. Maybe not. But we'll read into it. So, yeah. Disabled people who have a car through the Motability scheme will no longer be allowed premium vehicles such as BMWs and Mercedes. Motability said the change will be made with immediate effect as it announced a new ambition for half of the cars it leases to be British built by 2035. Hmm, I can see that angle, trying to boost the economy and whatnot. Yeah, but mm, I'm sure like most of these cars, like most of their parts, like it's not just built in one place. So BMW might get some parts from the UK and stuff like that. Obviously, I maybe have to do some research into it, but what I know of cars getting built, it's not always everywhere's like not, it's not always one place has everything to build a car. Maybe it's the importing this or that, or they got a factory here that makes this, or they got a factory there that makes it. Like, you get what I'm trying to say? Like, so well, yeah, maybe that will benefit the economy. Who knows? Mm. Ahead of Wednesday's budget, critics have called on the government to take a look into the changing scheme. Ahead of Wednesday's budget, critics have called on the government to take a look at changing the scheme, which allows eligible disabled people to lease adaptable cars. Chancellor Rachel Reeves said the increase of British built cars would support thousands of well paid skilled jobs and help boost the economy. You see, you know what? Maybe it's a good idea if you're trying to boost the economy. Rare. But at the same time, the government always says that they're trying to do something to boost the economy, do this, do that, and the next thing you know, we're always in a worse position. So it's like, can you really trust the government when they're saying that they're doing something for the better? For like, can you really trust the government when all the time they're just leaving us dry out, like out to dry and stuff like that? Like, you get what I mean? Like, can you really trust that it's not just gonna be lying in like the fat cat's pockets? You get me? And it's really gonna trickle down to the employees and the workers and stuff. Like, you get what I mean? Like people getting jobs and that, but maybe that's the case. Yeah, I mean maybe that is the case. So yeah, let's carry on. It comes after it comes after recent speculation over potential changes the government could make in the budget to bring down the cost of providing the scheme to a growing number of eligible claimants. The number of people with mobility car has increased sharply in recent years to 860,000. Many of the cars leased by the scheme are adapted to be accessible for wheelchair users. So, wait there, they're saying that they're trying to bring down the cost of providing the scheme. That's where I don't understand why taking away premium cars as they like to say, would change the cost because it's the same amount of benefit that goes to any car. If anything, it's just the person might have to pay a bit out of pocket to get a premium car, for example. Like they might have to pay £500 or £1,000 to get the car for the like it's the additional fee more or less. So I thought this was a capitalist society where like the incentive to make money and spend money. But okay, then maybe that's the case because he's trying to get it into British cars. But why not just put a premium British car on the market for them to want to use, you know? And maybe I'm looking at it the wrong way because it's someone's benefit, but at the same time, like, you don't give someone their benefits and say, no, you can't buy this or you can't, like, it's their money at the end of the day. So you would hope that they use it responsibly, but then is getting a premium car with the same amount of benefit, not using it responsibly, or is it just, oh no, these people are poor, it's a bad look if they got a BMW and on disability? Like, is I feel like personally, I feel like it's coming more from that, but maybe there's other points to it. Maybe it is really to boost the economy, but it seems like no, you're on disability, you're supposed to be poor. How do you have a Mercedes? Like that's why it kind of comes across. But we'll carry on reading anyway. The increased demand is a result of more people becoming eligible for the higher rate mobility component of the Personal Independence Payment (PIP), which accounts for the greater travel and transport costs experienced by disabled people, which Motability customers put towards the lease of a car under the scheme. Higher-end vehicles account for about 50,000 of the vehicles leased by the scheme, with customers paying the additional cost for a premium vehicle using their own money. See, like I was saying earlier, like they've put a chunk towards it themselves. And you know what? It's not always someone's on disability and they're just sitting at home. A lot of people are on disability and they still go to work. It's just they they want to be a contributing member of society. They want to still take part, still have a normal life, but they're disabled. Like, so it's not like it's just say bums, for example. No, it's hardworking people as well that are on disability. So, and it's people that have put into the system for years, got older, and now they're disabled, and you know, like stuff like that. So, yeah. Motability has long argued that the scheme provides a lifeline to disabled people, and I would agree with that because when I was going through it, the amount of hospital trips that man had to take, like doing it in a taxi would have been impossible, really and truly. And it's just one of them kind of situations where it really does help people in certain situations and stuff like that. So I can understand that, like where it really is a lifeline. Speaking earlier in November, Heidi Alexander, the Transport Secretary, said she would be comfortable with removing really high-end cars from the scheme. Earlier this month, Farah Black, a disabled woman in Northern Ireland, spoke to the BBC about leasing a BMW on the Motability scheme. She was unable to drive at all for 12 years after a serious injury which led to life-threatening sepsis and the amputation of her leg. She said she cried when she picked up a BMW, which is adapted for her needs as a wheelchair user, and which she paid the additional cost for as an advance payment. We all should have choice, she said. Just because I'm disabled, why can I not have a choice and drive what I want? That's the point that I'm kind of making, because the payment of the portion of the PIP payment that goes to the car company isn't different compared to different cars. The advance payment is, and that's not coming out of the government's money. So I don't understand how it would be saving the government money, not not serving luxury brands, as they want to pull it. Like, how does that save you money if they all cost the same, more or less? Like, the maximum is a set amount, and you get what I'm trying to say? Like, it. And then there's people like this, like, she probably was a hardworking woman all her life. Something happened wild, you get me? And then she finally is like, yo, I can drive, I can get a BMW, and I can get it adapted. And now what? They want to take it away. It's crazy. It's crazy. Like, she paid her money for the luxury car, if you want to say, but it's like, why can't disabled people have luxury cars if they've got the extra money to pay for that service? Like, you said, they're disabled, they're entitled to this, they're entitled to get PIP mobility, but now you're saying, but you can't get a BMW because that's too nice for you. Like, come on, man, what's going on? What is going on? Like, it's just wild. Wild. Well, yeah, carry on reading. Motability said it was refocusing which vehicles were available on the scheme, adding that it would focus on vehicles that meet disabled people's needs and are safe, reliable, and affordable to run. So it's saying luxury cars ain't safe and reliable. What's going on? And then really and truly, how are they unaffordable to run? Like, are they not affordable to run? I don't know. I don't think it's that much. Like, is a BMW even a luxury car? Like, come on, man. It's these perceptions that people have got, That's what it really comes down to, because you're saying that a BMW is a luxury car, but then a car of a different brand that could be the same price in the shop, it's not a luxury car. Why? Because it's a Renault. Like, what are we doing? Like, this just seems a bit weird. It just seems like, oh, you're disabled, so you're poor, so you shouldn't have nice things. Like, that's what it's coming across. That's what it's coming across like it's just wild. Okay, let me carry on reading anyway, cause I just find it's a bit funny. Like, not funny, haha, funny, weird. Well, okay. So, as well as Mercedes and BMW, other brands being removed as part of the change include Audi, Alfa Romeo, and Lexus. The brands are no longer available to select as options on the Motability website. But Matt Ryder, who used to work on Motability policy for the Department for Work and Pensions, said the problems with the scheme go beyond offering premium brands. So now they're just saying, like, this seems like a slippery slope from that statement. It seems like a slippery slope. It's like, okay, first we take away the luxury cars. Let's see what happens. Let's judge the response. Let's test the waters. Then next, let's take away all cars. You can only get a wheelchair on the scheme. Yeah, me only can get electric wheelchair on the scheme. Then, no, you not take that. But like, you get me? Like, it just seems like they're just trying to make cuts, but it's not. It doesn't make sense at the same time, because I don't understand how not serving, not allowing other companies to like do the Motability scheme, how that saves money. Like, how that saves the government money, really and truly. If anything, don't they get more money because they'll get taxed off their advance payment? So ain't they putting a bit more back into I don't know, but yeah, fam, this is a bit wild. Well, okay, let's carry on anyway. He said the scheme, which only leases brand new cars, which are replaced every 3 years, could become more efficient by supplying nearly new cars instead. You see, yeah, maybe that's a better solution. Maybe, yeah, but you could give someone a used car. Maybe it doesn't have to be a car straight off the maybe it's not a car straight off the assembly line with 0 miles on. Maybe, yeah, you could do things like that, but I still don't understand how that affects the cost, unless it's like different companies are charging the government different amounts, or is it they receive the amount of the benefit? Like, what's the deal? What's the deal behind the doors? You get me? Like, that's what I want to know, really and truly, because it doesn't make sense from a saving money point of view. The only way it does is putting more money into the British brands, but then is it really that much? Like, is it really okay then? Because what, it's about £200. what you call it, the mobility bit. It's like £200 or 200 to £300. We'll just round it down £200, make it easy. So it's saying 50,000 of them is luxury cars. So that's 200 times 50,000, which is what? What, 20 mil? No, 10 mil? Yeah, 10 mil. Double check. 50,000 times 200. Yeah, 20 mil. No, what am I saying? That's 10 mil, yeah? What's that to the government? Really and truly. What's that to the government? And then it's not even they getting that money back because these people are giving up the cars and not having a car no more. They're gonna get a different disability car. So where is the savings being saved? You know? Well, anyway, yeah, let's carry on reading. So, quote: "A car is not a luxury, but a brand new car is a luxury purchase," he said. There we go. Oh, the car's brand new. And you're poor, you're on disability. That's too good for you. What's this? Like, what's that energy, fam? Oh, it's too good for you. That's how it comes across. Like, you know, why? And then, if that's the case, why can't disabled people have luxury goods? What's the problem with disabled people having luxury things? Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. Okay. On its commitment to British-built cars, Motability said it will be working closely with manufacturers in the short term to increase the proportion of cars it leases which are made in the UK. It wants 25% of the cars on the scheme to be UK built by 2030, up from 7% currently. So it only leases 7% of British cars and it's trying to triple it in 5 years. Maybe that could work. Maybe that would benefit some communities. Maybe it will benefit the economy, but I don't know, because it still comes down to choice at the end of the day. So it's just, if it's like, okay, then we're gonna take away the choice. I thought we didn't want to do that, really and truly. And then to think about it, it's like someone's gone through something so horrific. They're in a condition where they need disability payments, they need personal independence payments, like, and to a state where they qualify for the higher rate. So it's not even everyone on the scheme, it's the people on there with the higher rate. You're saying, no, you're not, no, not for you. No, no, no. You can't have luxury good. No, 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 not for you. No, don't think so. No. That's basically what they're saying, fam. Like, you get me? Yeah, there's these little spins on this economy, but that's why it just comes across as to me. And maybe I'm wrong. You get me? Maybe it'll boost the economy, and then everyone will get a tax cut next year, and wages will go up, and inflation, and all these things. Maybe. But how I see it, no, no, no. Too good for you. Too good for you. Can't have luxury good. Too good for you. You know, like. And you know what? Don't judge the accent. It's not an accent of anything. It's just an arbitrary, ambiguous accent to me. I don't even know what I was doing there. You know, that's the energy, really and truly. Yeah. Okay then. Andrew Miller, Chief Executive of Motability Operations, said the scheme was a lifeline to freedom and independence for its customers, adding that they want to do even more to support the economy going forward. It's a wild story, fam. It's a wild story. Like, it's like, I get it from some angles, but the overarching message that I get from this, like, if I'm doing the English literature, read between the lines, yeah, it just seems like, nah, premium cars too good for the disabled people, so take them away. They don't need that. You're disabled. You only need to get around. You don't need to be comfortable or feel luxurious or anything like that. No, you're disabled. Just get something that can get you from A to B. You're disabled, you don't deserve all of that. That's what it seems like, but that's just my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I just got the wrong end of the stick. Maybe I'm just, yeah, maybe I'm just like, doing that thing, you know? But yeah, let me know what you think. I don't know. Find it a bit wild. Let me go on their website. Let's see what cars I got on there. So let's pre what brands I got now. These are the brands that are not luxury brands and British brands. Then let's see. So we got BYD, never heard of it in my life. I'll be real. Maybe I'm out of the loop. Citroen, Cupra, Dacia, Fiat, Ford, Honda, Hyundai, Jayco, Jeep, KGM, Kia, Leap Motor. Okay, I don't know. I never heard of that one as well. Mazda, MG, Mini, Nissan, Omada, Peugeot, Polestar, Renault, Seat, Skoda, Smart, Subaru, Suzuki, Toyota, Vauxhall, Volkswagen, Volvo. So BMW's classed as luxury, Audi's classed as luxury, Lexus classed as luxury, Alfa Romeo's classed as luxury. But all of these, they're saying, yeah, these are your basic bitch cars. That's basically what it's trying to say. You know, all of these cars, basic bitch cars. This is what this is. You know, let's see. You know, let's see what would be classed as their luxury car now. So we can get a Citroen C4. Can get these big Volvos. Big Volvo. We can get this big Mazda. You know, we can get a Polestar. Wait. This the electric thing. I would have thought that's a luxury car. Maybe not. Maybe they still give them. Well, you know, that's crazy though. That is crazy. They got these like, I don't know what, like a fake Tesla. Probably like decent. Well, you know, why is a Polestar? Let me look. Is it a Tesla? Is it? No, it's its own thing, innit? So Polestar, Swedish. It's Swedish. Like, seems British to me, but wait, what British brand is even on here? Let's see. British brands. So these are the British brands it's got on there. It's got MG, it's got Mini, Vauxhall. That's it, innit? MG, Mini, and Vauxhall. So where's the British brands? It said it was immediately. Am I wrong? It said immediately, but it's only got 3 of the whole British brands on there. Why not Rolls Royce? Why not Aston Martin on there? Take away a luxury brand, put a luxury brand back. It's supporting the British. Why not? You know, British cars. Why not a Bentley? You know, cruising. Why not? It's British, so we're not the British, you know. Why not Land Rover? You know. Why not Jaguar Land Rover? Why not? Is that too good for them too? Because that's British. You know, so it's one of them ones they've got 3 British brands out of all the brands that they've got on there. But how many brands they've got on there? Let's go back. Let's see. The narrative ain't narrativing, for lack of a better phrase. Let's see. What the heck's I ain't even gonna look that up. I can't be asked. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. It's got 10% British brands. 10%, and they're only leasing them at 7%. That there shows you that the people don't want the British cars. Because if they would have wanted it at like 10%. Like, you get what I'm saying? It's under the percentage. It's underrepresented in the actual outtake of what's available. Well, just going off the amount of brands in it, not the amount of cars. So maybe it's a bit reductive, but still, 10% of the brands that you offer is British, but you want to up that to 25%. So I'm guessing most of these brands are going soon as well. You get me? It's like, what was it on? It's like that show. Matilda. You know Matilda with the chocolates. Much too good for children. That's what it's giving.
Much too good for children.
That's what it's giving. You get me? Like, and maybe I'm just English literature reading between the lines a bit too much. Maybe, but fam, I just find it all wild. Like, I just find it wild. Taken away from the disabled people, like, crazy. But yeah, that's what I gotta say about that situation. Car, yeah, much too good for children. But yeah, that was that video. So if you like this kind of stuff, you like what we're doing here, like, comment, share, subscribe, all of that, all of that.